The E46 BMW M3 is remarkable. It's beautiful, powerful, nimble, and ferocious. It's a tyrant of the road and track. It's the poster on my wall. The M3 is simply the best performance car for the money, and it doesn't even cost that much. It's so tossable, and the power is so usable, nothing about it leaves you wanting more. The M3 has brains and brawn, and I want one so damn badly. I have to say, the E46 BMW M3 is one of my favorite cars of all time. Between its killer looks, its incredible exhaust note as you just heard, this simply is the ultimate driving machine. Now this thing receives a lot of high praise from magazines and videos all over the internet, so it does have a lot to live up to, but I am extremely excited to put this to the test. The range-topping 3.2-liter inline six in this car pumps out 333 horsepower and 262 foot-pounds of torque. This car absolutely screams up to its 8,000 RPM red line, like so. Oh! 60 miles an hour takes a scant 4.8 seconds, which even for today's standard is fast. There's a lot of numbers out there, 2.5 seconds, 1,200 horsepower, but if you haven't driven a car like this, you have no idea what the word fast means. This car is it. The interior of the car is pretty basic. It's clean, it's simple, but I don't love it. However, it does have some cool features. It features this adaptive red line, just like in the BMW M5, which goes from 4,000 RPMs here with amber LEDs when the car is cold to remind you not to beat the living hell out of your M3 before it's warm. Sequentially, one by one, these LEDs disappear, leaving you with a killer 8,000 RPM red line. I like the E46 BMW M3 so much that I actually almost bought one. Now, to be honest, the only reason I didn't buy one is that finding a proper M3 is extremely difficult. What I mean by proper is hardtop, not the convertible version, 19-inch rims, and a 6-speed manual transmission. The SMG transmission receives a lot of hate on the internet. While I would prefer to have a 6-speed manual transmission, one for the driver involvement, and two, these are going to be more costly to maintain, I actually like it a lot more than I was expecting. People say it's jerky, it's finicky, and while it is at first, you adapt to it and it becomes really fun to use. People aren't going to be professional drivers most likely when they're buying these cars, so you can get more out of the car and push it harder when all you have to do is click buttons to shift than when you have to focus, press the clutch pedal down, and actually shift in a manual. The M3 has so much going for it. Its proportions are simply perfect, and in my opinion, it's the best looking M3 of all time. The M3 has modeling experience written all over its resume, and with an ass like Veronica Corningstone, it makes me weak at the knees at the sight. The car's exhaust sounds like a white rhino fighting a chainsaw, and if you don't know what that means, let me show you. Damn, this car is fun. Like all BMW 3 Series, this thing handles like a dream, and you can imagine as an M variant, it takes it up a notch. Because of its low weight and its connectedness, this car honestly feels on tight roads more fun to drive than some larger supercars do. I love this car so much, so hopefully if I drive far enough out of the state, the owner will forget I took it and I can keep it. This is a driver's car. It's exciting, it's amazing, and it's just absolutely brilliant. You know, this is the type of car that honestly, you drop what you're doing, say F it, and go on a 2-hour-long drive because why the hell not? You know, on the spec sheet, it says it gets 15 miles per gallon city, 22 on the highway. But if you're getting more than 17, I'm gonna personally be extremely angry at you because you need to buy this car and drive it like it's meant to be driven. So I almost forgot. How much does this thing cost? I mean, you're getting an epic road car, a capable track car, and it has to be extremely expensive, right? But that is what makes this car one of the top 3 cars of all time, in my opinion, for the money. This car cost under 20 grand, and well under 20 grand. This specific E46 M3, the 2004 model, with under 90,000 miles, was picked up for $14,000 cash. That is insane because this car is amazing. So let's get serious for a moment. How safe is the BMW M3? While browsing some forums online, I came across a competition of how badly you could wreck your M3 and still survive. Apparently, you can be T-boned at 60 miles an hour and smashed into by an 18-wheeler and survive. Maintenance-wise, this car is pretty hit or miss. Some owners experience no problem, and others want to tear their hair out. But this is a German performance vehicle, so what do you expect? It is going to be, most likely, pretty expensive to maintain. And that's basically the only shortcoming of this car whatsoever. As an ode to the almighty BMW M3, I thought I'd leave these last few bits free of commentary and full of M.